I appreciate you guys being here. I anticipated a very small contingent. I thought everybody'd be at Soldier Field, but obviously it was a really hard-fought game today. I thought two teams that played really hard, two teams both searching for their first conference win. Give them a lot of credit. They're really hard to play against. Everybody knows it. With their pressure defense, they take you out of what you want to do offensively, and they really make you, just have to drive the ball and attack. And, that's really not a strength of ours. So I knew this was going to be a tough game coming in. And we were heavily tested. We got off to a good start. We're up 24-16. They hit us with the 16-1 run. And then they have a lot of confidence going in the second half. And with a young team that's got talent like they do, you could sense their, confidence that they felt they could win. And, for our guys to really dig down, I thought a lot of guys made big plays. I thought Anthony Gaines' energy in the second half was huge. And really proud of A.J. Turner. AJ's a very talented player, and sometimes he doesn't give himself enough credit for how talented he is, and so I love when he's attacking, and I thought in the second half he was attacking. He got to the line 8 times, and the guys in my program know, make or miss, the thing that I loved on the last play was he took the shot initially, he missed it. Vic got the offensive rebound, threw it right back to him, and there was no hesitation. He just shot it again. And we talk about that stuff all the time. You're not going to win at this level if you don't have the courage to step up and win, live with the results. But it's not going to be a good result if you don't do it with courage. And so I was really proud of him to take that shot. And then I thought our 2 stops at the end, not just the stop in the last 10 seconds, but I thought maybe the most critical stop was the one before that when we forced a shot clock violation when we were down 1 inside of a minute. So terrific win for us. This was a game we knew we had to win. There was no sugarcoating it. There was we had 3 really difficult losses against 3 of the very best, not only in the conference but in the country. And we had to come home and we had to find a way to win today, and we did. So I'm really proud of my team.
Chris, you mentioned their defense. Your defense, they're a team that shoots a lot of threes and hits a lot of threes. You held them to 0 for 11. Can you just talk about your perimeter defense?
Yeah, that's for us. I think I'm not as much of a numbers guy as a lot of guys are. I study a lot of it, but I believe we're one of the better 3-point defensive teams around. It's something we really take pride in, and sometimes that means you're going to give up some stuff at the rim. But, if teams don't hit 8 to 10 threes against you, then it's going to be hard to put up, a high point total. So it was a big sense of urgency coming to the game, especially with Frazier, especially with Aaron Jordan. Those 2 guys we knew could really get it going from 3. And even though we gave up some post scores and stuff to hold them to 0 for 11 was definitely something that was a high priority on the scout for us, and our guys were able to get it done for 40 minutes.
What did you see from Ryan Greer today?
I just loved his fight. He it's not easy being a freshman guard in the Big Ten. And I thought today he came in and he had a good attitude about him. He was feisty, he was tough. He drove the ball. He made some plays. I thought his energy in the first half and Gaines' energy in the second half was huge. Quite frankly, I've challenged our bench guys. I think we got to get more production out of that group of 5 that's on the bench there. And part of it is me believing in them enough to play them too. It's on me to put them in those situations. So when you look at the stat sheet and you see Gaines with 11, 4, and 2, and you see Greer with 4 and 3, and you see Barrett with 2 points. So, you get 17 points off our bench in a 68-point game. That matters. So was really proud of Ryan, was really proud of Anthony, and and Barrett, those guys especially coming off the bench.
You mentioned AJ's confidence, not having that hesitation, the courage. Maybe I'm being too metaphorical here.
No,
sorry.
you're on track.
But do you want that to be something symbolic for this team? Just the idea of kind of attacking the season.
I hope so. I tell them that all the time. Like, you don't accomplish anything good if you're on your heels. You just don't. You got to put yourself out there. You got to, and you know what? Sometimes you put yourself out there and it doesn't work. But you're never going to know what you can do unless you go for it. And so that's always been my message with all these guys. And to see AJ, that's something that's been a little bit of a hurdle for him. And he's a talented kid. And we really believe in him. I mean, the second half, we don't win without the plays. Him getting to the basket, I think he took 8 free throws. He shot the ball with confidence. He made plays. He handled the ball against pressure all night. And I hope a night like this doesn't mean he's going to make them every night, but we need him to play with that kind of aggressiveness. And when he does, it makes us a pretty good team because we know what we're going to get with Pardon. We know what we're going to get with Law. And Ryan Taylor's starting to come on. He's which I knew he would. Like he's going to put together, a really good rest of the season. So you got 4 guys there, that you can really hang your hat on, in my opinion. And then you hope your young guys and your bench guys can kind of play those roles, and that's what good teams do. So to answer, I know I'm talking a lot, but yes, I want our guys to have courage. I want them to take shots. I want them to go for it, and we'll live with the results, whatever happens.
Coach, before the game, when you addressed the stakes of this game with the team, what did you tell them?
That we had to win. I'm not one to sugarcoat. That's just not how I operate. You're coming home. You're 0-3 in the league. 2 of those games were excruciating games that we felt, there's a shot in the air to win. And then you're coming off a game where we got taken to the woodshed in East Lansing. We probably won't be the only team that happens to there because they're really good. But you're coming home. You're 0-3. You got to win. You're playing your arch rival at home. You got to win. And if you're scared about that, then we're not going to win anyway. So we just said we got to put everything these last 2 days. I thought our game preparation was really good. We were locked in, and it was definitely a must-win in our eyes.
How you hate it when we say that. How often this season do you tell yourself that a game's a must-win?
I mean, you can't say it all the time because it's like anything in coaching. You gotta be honest with these guys. But this was a situation where look, there's 20 games in the league. It's a lot of games to play. Everyone, when you go through a stretch where you play at Indiana, at Michigan State, Michigan, a lot of people are going to lose those 3 games in this conference. We had a chance to win 2 of them, but we didn't. But I also didn't want to panic because there's a lot of games. There's a lot of really good teams. It's a 20-game schedule. But we knew we had to win today to get back on the right track. And so it was very important. It's not something we say every game, but I think everybody in the team understood the importance of what today's game was.
One more. Jim.
Coach, you talked about courage a lot. And Anthony Gaines, he hit those 2 threes, but before he hit them, you could see he was hesitating to take them. Is that something you're working with him on? Do you want him to be taking those shots?
Yeah, we tell him. I mean, he shoots hundreds of those in practice every day. So that's what I tell him. Like you practice this shot all the time, and the only way to meet, if people aren't going to guard you, if people are going to leave you open, trust your work, trust your investment, trust the work you've put in, and just shoot it. I said, I'm okay if you miss it. I'm okay. Shoot it like you mean it. And he knocked down 2 big ones for us. Hopefully that'll help his confidence going forward.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Bear down.